Yeah, spark it up.
It just feels so, you know, I'm from Florida, so like you can go
Bro,
to jail
you
for...
on the Life We Chose podcast.
Listen, man, shout out to the life you chose, man. This is definitely the life we chose. It's a life we chose.
It's a life we chose. It's a dope way to intro. Nah, man, I got my blood cousin in here. Cheers. Let me get some more of this today.
Yeah, get right. Yeah, you got to do this right. Yeah, you know.
You know, they ain't paying us, man.
You feel me? And it's a brand. I'm a businessman, not a business, man.
I am not a businessman. I'm a businessman.
You feel?
This is a brand that need to be paying me.
You feel me? We ain't even gonna tell you.
Me, you can say me.
Drink that new Yahweh juice.
Man, hey man, be careful saying that.
They might steal that. Yo, why you playing it?
Putting that in the air, man. That might be the new drink, man.
Major Productions.
Major, yeah, you know. What's up, man? This is Tyler Yahweh, and this is The Life We Chose. And I got my family member right here.
Live from the west side. Ladro Cartel, man.
Lladro Cartel. This is honestly my best friend, too. Y'all don't even know.
Cheers.
Oh, cheers.
Pinky
Y'all don't even know. Yeah, pinkies up, my dog. Pinkies up. Is your pinky up or not?
Hey,
Yeah,
bro,
let me
you
take
goofy,
a sip
bro.
quick of that.
It's just like a thing. You gotta have that pinky out.
So it makes it a little bit more classier, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I'll put that right here.
If you super Chico Suave, you touch the eyebrow too with the front finger.
Oh man, yeah, you know. Yeah. So man,
What's up, my
how
boy?
you feeling? You know, this is my podcast, and I feel like me being your cousin and we being family is just like, people don't really know we family like that. You know, you from Orlando, Florida.
Yeah.
You from Altamont Spring, Florida.
You feel me? I was born in Altamont, raised in Eatonville. You know it.
You know, Eatonville. Yeah. Can you tell us about Eatonville? People don't know. It's a very historical place.
Yeah, man. Eatonville, Florida, actually, quote me on it, the first black city in America, legally, and founded in 1887 or a year before, and then the paperwork got handled. 1887 is our date, though. And Zora Neale Hurston's from there.
Legend?
Yeah.
What did Zora Neale Hurston do?
Bro, Zora Neale Hurston is legendary. She also helped.
I know how legendary she is.
Oh, yeah.
A lot, you know, our peers don't really, you know, we teaching people, we educating the world at the end of the day.
She was like an
Black
abolitionist.
excellence right here.
She was like an abolitionist and against slavery, like heavy, because those times were coming right out of slavery into them being able to have a town that they could call their own. And her crib is still there. She helped lead a lot of the things that happened that influenced the story of Eatonville, and their eyes was watching God as well.
Also brought Madam C.J. Walker to our town too.
Bro, come on, bro.
Come on, bro.
Listen, thank you. That's what he was looking for. That had to be what you was looking for.
Yo, people don't know, like, that's a very historical town that they're trying to shut down, but they can't.
Bro, listen. Shout out to the city. We just beat them. We gonna be getting them removed soon because somebody tried to like illegally purchase some property and like bypass a clause that Orlando, the city, had labeled for Eatonville to receive that property for the prep school, and it had to be to school us or put something. It had to be for education purposes, and they didn't. They tried to buy it and put them all there.
Oh man, you know, and we have family my family's from Eatonville too. Like my dad, which is he's my dad. I call him he's my stepdad, but he's my dad.
Yeah, that's Pops, man.
That's Pops for life, you know. He taught me the way. And his family is very huge. Actually, my uncle was the mayor of Eatonville. Rest in peace, Bruce.
The OG.
Yeah, rest in peace.
B Mount, man.
And, you know, and it's just crazy that how powerful of a town that's in Orlando, and it goes so unnoticed.
Yeah, bro, and it's
you're
so
from
deep.
that city, and
yeah,
we from that city. We live there, you know, like
raised there, walked those couple streets.
Our churches are still there. You had to go to every MLK day there, like you
grandma house there,
grandma's
auntie house there,
auntie's house is there. So it's like one of them towns is so small. And it's such a blessing to have that history and know that history. A lot of our generation don't even know that history behind it, and we try to teach our generation that every day because that is our generation of wealth that we've been sitting on, and we don't even realize how much our land is worth so much money and it's been sitting there. It's not able to be touched by anybody in the city of Orlando.
Back in the day, they asked Bob Marley one time. They was like, "Yo, are you rich?" And he was like, "What you mean?" They was like, "Well, are you wealthy? Do you have a lot of things? Do you have a lot of stuff? Do you have a lot of money?" And he was like, "My richness is life." And I feel like I got that from Eatonville. That part of life.
Explain
you know
that.
what I'm saying?
What
I feel like my richness is in life. Like, jewels or money or nothing can never like make me rich, because I feel like everything that I got, I'm rich in spirit. I'm rich in heart, like, and I got that from growing up in Eatonville. Like, you couldn't have got it from another place,
This is why you could tell we both literally, this is why this is blood right here.
You know what I'm
We
saying?
literally been raised the same way. We all have the same spirit. And I've been feeling like that since I was a youngin'. We come from the trenches, we come from the treacherous of treacherous. Like
we appreciate what we got.
We appreciate what we got. Like we went through times where you had to take a bath with your 3 cousins just to save hot water. Like,
for real,
you didn't want to be in no bath with your cousins. Like,
come on,
what the fuck
man,
is going on? Like, I'm not trying to see them naked and shit. Like, but we had to do that because that was the life that we lived in, like that's what was but we were so grateful for it. It was like we were living the best life of our, like, everything. We like the little things that I look back at now,
we appreciate it so much.
We appreciate it
so much, bro.
Like, life was so amazing. Like,
like Kool-Aid.
Like
like, like, we appreciated everything. Like, even going to the grocery store, I know you remember being like throwing stuff in the buggy, like, oh, I'm gonna get this and this.
Like, oh, pick what you want, or like pick your favorite cereal, like,
for real.
And then like becoming successful and stuff, and being in a position where we can provide for others now and be that gateway to
what we wanted, but didn't have the perfect picture of, because we wanted it, but that picture on the wall ain't always hanging straight, for every kid out there in America. And shout out to them, because it's what we wanted.
We went through the same thing, and like, it's not times that we went through something and got ourselves out of that situation and to become the best,
Facts.
And it's just a blessing to know I have family like this that actually agree on the same thing, because sometimes some family you don't agree on everything.
It's bigger than that.
You still love them. You still love them no matter what. And
as long as it's bigger than that.
For us, there's not a lot of family that even been to the state of California or been to LA or been around the things that we've been around or seen the things that we've seen off of just, man, there's more to life. There's more to just sitting in your place that you grew up in.
What?
There's more to, what do you think about that? Cause like, I get this question, we get this answer all the time. Like, yo, your cousin, like, you going crazy. Like, he big, he like, well, you be with your cousin, but we have other cousins that be like, why don't you never with your, we got family members in general that be like, why aren't you ever with your family? Why aren't you ever with Tyler? Why don't you ever go to his shows? And I invite everybody. I'm like, me, I'm
and
like,
my mama told me that a while back, like my mama told me that, Uncle Frank told me that, he say, hey man, you need to go. He told me that about, you and JD. He like, man, you need to go see your cousins, bro. You need to be out there with your cousins. I was like still in the chain gang when he was telling me that, he's showing me pictures and showing me videos, and I'm at work release, like, yo, but I feel like you can't let it confine you. You can't let the hood confine you, that mentality. You can't not get up off the couch and go get that shit. You can't be just sitting at the crib like, man, this is what I've done and this is who I am and I'm just gonna flex with it forever. You got to still be chasing it. You got to still be working, because that's how you really get out there and get to see the world. We got folks that don't never come to California, but that's on them. You know what I'm saying? Because they got the same birthright as I do to be able to travel and go wherever they want to go, so they can fly to LA like it ain't nothing. It ain't hard to reach Tyler. People don't know that. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, I'm with family, I'm answering the phone call within seconds. You might have to go through a few people to get my number, but
come on, yeah.
You might have to call this person to call this person.
But once you get it, you got it though.
You got it. Like, it's in there, because my number be getting leaked, man. So I change my number all the time. I probably changed my number more than I changed my underwear.
Bro, I had like 70 numbers, bro.
Yeah, like, it just happens. But one thing, like, me and my cousins been like really focused on is just keeping family unity. and
keeping
just
it together,
keeping the business together, making money together, keeping the generational wealth together. And this is us like telling the world that like stick with your roots,
facts.
stick with your family tree, grow it,
Yeah, bro.
larger and larger.
Yeah,
Build y'all empire together. Like,
yeah.
why can't we do the same thing the Rothschilds did?
Yeah.
Why can't we do the same thing that Queen Elizabeth and they family did? It's like, why can't we do the same thing the Gates did?
Facts.
Like, it's so many, like.
And we can and we will.
We are doing it.
We're a part of the generation. I pride myself in being part of the generation that's like leading that wave of the culture. Like, because we're pioneers if you think about it. Like where we coming right now and what we coming from, we're pioneers with that. We can lead them into that, even for the people that don't see it the way we see it. Like we can be that perfect spark, you know, for them.
And that's what a big thing I've been preaching to a lot of my friends and even my beautiful girlfriend, which will be my wife one day. Yeah, spark it up.
It just feels so, you know, I'm from Florida, so like you can go to jail.
You on the Life We Chose podcast.
Listen, man, shout out to the life you chose, man. This is definitely the life we chose.
Yo.
And this is the strand
You're
we
actually
chose.
the first person I'm smoking with.
For real?
On this podcast.
And we're smoking Belgium waffles.
Our brand.
Yeah, definitely. You feel
Perfect,
me?
man.
Curated, man.
I just got booked a show in Spain too, as we speak.
Ooh, that's P. That's P.
As we speak, so you know, Munyans is always calling.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's one thing on this podcast that, well, today's podcast with my family, because today is about family. We're gonna call this family.
Facts.
And I really just want to know, like, that I got my family regardless.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna be that person. We gonna be that people. Like you said, we're pioneers.
Yeah, that regardless of where we are in life, or you know what accolades we may, you know, surpass or whatever, still reachable, still touchable. You can still call me and talk to me. You can vent to me. I'm still part of your entourage if you need me there. Like I'm the same person, and I know you are, because when you come to Orlando, everybody be like, damn, bro, I know you got 50,000 phone calls blowing up, because like once people see your social media and know that you're around, but you still easily accessible to all the people who feel like you're not, though. You get what I'm saying? Because any one of your cousins can just pull up on you. Your aunties can just pull up on you. You know what I'm saying?
I'm chilling with my mom and chilling with my niece and nephews.
Yeah. And more oftentimes friends, like more oftentimes even your friends though, like you don't block nobody out.
My friends go see my family.
Yeah, facts.
Like so, it's like I got a friend right now that goes sees my mom and dad, hangs out with them, talk to them for an hour. They talk to each other on the phone. He might bring them something if they need anything. It's just like it's real family that we're curating out here.
Yeah,
even for our city in Orlando, you know, it's like. Our city don't get as much shine or as much love as it's supposed to, and it's getting love now finally because we're one of the top funnest cities.
Yeah, facts.
And the
country. Because of people like you, people like me, people like us. You know what I'm saying? The pioneers, like bringing that wave. People like Chapman. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Bringing that wave.
Shout out to I4 Chapman.
Yeah, man. Shout out Chapman, man. Like people that's bringing that, like. Orlando Media Group, you know what I'm saying? Like
Orlando,
yeah, bro. Like it's a lot.
He owns the word New West Orlando.
Yeah, that's fire. I remember when he was first putting that out.
Like that right there is such a like, and then he does nonprofit organizations. Like no offense to the word nonprofit organization. Yeah. I don't even like the word nonprofit organization. It's like
got to be something on paper though.
It's something on paper. But at the end of the day, like. He gets people's job, like he does the jobs, job corporations for people,
and stuff that a lot of other people don't want to do, don't reach out to do.
I look at people like going on the internet. Oh, you out here doing all this shit, da 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 da. You lame, bro. He's helping people. He's helping people become better. He's helping people like. Be the best ever. He's motivating people to get a job. Like if you don't have a job, we have we
got a job resource right here. Yeah.
Right. Every week you could come here and there's a job co. Yeah, you can find a job that's all hiring. Whatever you need, he's promoting it. He does kid drives. He does things for kids all day for all schools, from dodgeball games, softball games, football games.
And I be watching, bro. And I told him, like, when he told me, he say, man, because
the Doja Pack has been sparked up.
Yeah, for sure. Them Belgian waffles. You want to hit it, Andy? This the new strand.
It's our new strain
Yeah,
right here.
it's fire.
Shout out to
It's
Andy,
gas.
man. Y'all
Shout
don't
out
see
Andy,
Andy
man.
really, but Andy's behind here. He's the head of this.
He got them Belgian waffles.
This is the brains in the production back here. NTT, aka Natasha.
What?
She's behind.
The
Shout out to the team. You always
he just scanned that Mr. Exotics code. He snapped real quick.
I wish I could just turn the camera on them, but they too shy. They camera shy. They behind the scenes.
Yeah,
you know,
man.
when you behind the scenes, you never know what's going on, P. But keeping family together has been one thing that has been an idea for us for a long time. You've been so Andy's been holding off too. I'll get on you after this, man. Oh man, I'll talk to you later about that. We'll talk later about the donuts, man. All right.
Donut smoking too though. This Belgian waffles though is hitting out the world though, man. So y'all make sure y'all tap in.
Sure?
Fam, come catch it, fam. You see that ash white like your shoes? All right,
Hey,
my
man,
boy.
can I get a cup to Ashton, please?
Here.
Yeah, like a
Go right
little
here.
ashtray.
No, we go right here. Here, we good. Come on, cuz, you know we from the trenches, my boy. Hit that cookies.
Nah,
hit
man,
that
this is
grinder.
a nice area. He's like, let's brand this the right way. We got a little nice ashtray. You can put it right here. You can put that in the middle right there. This is an ashtray.
Shout out my boy thinking about the bigger picture, man.
Shout out to Andy, man.
Feel me?
You know, we got SP Studio Place, the best production ever. Yes, sir.
Yes, man. Keeping family together, man, most important. And staying true to your roots. Like a lot of people, you know, if they do know where they come from, you know, a lot of people forget that. If they once knew.
Now you're talking one on. You literally fell into the trap where I got you to fall into. I've been waiting on this. You, my cousin, my beautiful cousin, amazing cousin. I love you to death. You're like a brother. You're my blood, you know. So it's like every single day, like I look up to you every single day because you always give me positive energy every morning I wake up.
Vice versa. We be on the same vibe.
Every day. But I want to talk about your spirituality. Is that cool?
Yeah, that's cool.
Man, you practice a religion. It's not a religion. It's
E5. Yeah, so I was raised Christian.
Same.
You know, like all of our households, you know, everybody got the book.
All of our uncles are pastors.
Yeah,
aunts
facts.
are pastors. Grandparents are pastors. Like,
Yeah, but my dad is from Cuba. My pops is from Cuba. So like he's from Havana, and my pops is almost 80 years old. He's been practicing Ifa his whole life. You know, that's my ancestors are from Cuba and they from Africa and they're Native Americans. So I had to learn when I got older, because when I was younger, I was a part of it because of my dad and my family and everybody from Cuba, but I didn't speak fluent Spanish, so it kept me farther away. But as I got older, I got to, yeah, for sure.
gas.
Yeah, man, that's that waffles.
It's hitting.
Smoke break, draw back.
All right, back to what you said. My bad, bro.
So getting.
No, we good. We got a little tequila.
I got
right
one over here.
Shout out to my team, though. We got to shout out to the team.
The realest team right here.
Yeah,
you might as
man.
well just poke your head in for a second.
Nah,
real
she
quick.
good.
You ain't allowed to
do that. TT can't do that, man. TT stay off camera. She behind camera.
That's real.
But I got a secret thing coming for TT soon. Coming.
Player, because players always think about players.
Yeah, come on, man. Always got your back. But keep explaining about Ifa.
Yeah.
Which I'm actually gonna start practicing soon.
Yeah, for sure. And it's something for like everybody who's from that ethnic background, you know, and have family, you know, that are from Africa. And because that's where it originated at. Ifa is only African spirituality practice. Like that's how the Africans practice. That was their religion, so-called, you know, because quote unquote, it's not a religion. It's just a way of spirituality. It's a way of the land of Africans.
And then what we say is it's more ancestry protection.
Yeah, but let a black person from the church, they're gonna be like, oh, it's voodoo, it's this, it's that. But low key, you got to think about it.
No offense.
But
it's true. It's crazy
true
that look at our skin color.
Yeah,
and it's real, because it's like people I don't get into the whole religion thing or anything. I don't go on about the debates or anything because I believe what I believe in. You believe in what you believe in, and I'm okay with it, whatever it is. But at the end of the day, it's a thing called energy.
Facts.
And we can all feel energy.
Yeah, you know when it's real and when it's not, man. So that's my whole thing is you gotta know your roots, man. And if you don't, try to learn them. You know, if you have family, a lot of people. We grew up in Florida, where it's a cultural melting pot with everybody, Dominicans, Cubans, like Puerto Ricans, Haitians,
Jamaicans.
yeah, Jamaicans, you know what I'm saying? Like real yachties, you know what I'm saying? Like that's what we call it from, you know, like island people, real yachty them. Like we're not from here, for real. Our family is not from here. Our ancestral background is not from here. It's from somewhere else. But we're so far removed from the facts and the study of where it's really from. And it's crazy, but it's because we're Americanized. You know, that's what TV did to us. That's what marketing did to us. That's what all these TV shows and, you know, cartoons we grew up with as kids.
You're on a podcast, so you gotta, go too far.
Oh yeah.
I'm fucking with you.
Yeah.
I don't give
this
a
different
fuck.
though. This the life we
Your
chose.
shit, nigga.
Yeah.
Speak your shit, bro.
You know, this ain't just TV. This the life we chose, you know, so it's different. But I feel like we so far removed from what we really came from and what really used to be. And people neglect to see that. Like they only see from slaves and chains and on. They don't see what happened before that. You get what I'm saying? Exactly. Like there was a life before that where people were happy. So why not study that life instead of focusing on so many people are just mad in this shell because of like slavery and, you know, racism and stuff that really doesn't matter when it boils down.
Honestly, a lot of the shit that I like that's in our history books, I don't believe it.
Yeah.
Honestly, don't believe it.
You got to study where you came from.
I don't like, I'd be in school. I used to be in school. I'm like, this just doesn't sound right. Like
history is his story.
Everything's so like by the book. Like
his story. You ever noticed that word?
His story. Whose story is it?
Whoever wrote it. And that's what's crazy because oftentimes they're not even around to tell you how they were feeling when they wrote it because they're usually some dead guy, you know, that you don't know, but you just know this book is
all right.
sacred.
I know this is like a controversial conversation that people are gonna be like, what the fuck?
It is what it is.
Do you believe that slaves really came all the way from Africa to America to be enslaved?
And other places.
And other places. Like,
and other places.
Long
yeah.
That it and like have that many people on a boat.
Hey, this is the thing. Back then, bro, you know, there was 6-month trips. It wasn't no, we'll get you there express shipping.
Yeah.
It was 6 months. And these people,
you might go the wrong way because you don't know where y'all
and going. You might die on that ship of malaria or some random, you know, disease that rats brought on board from Ireland or wherever you were docked at last. And of course they dealt with those problems. But yeah, I definitely believe that slaves had to travel like great long ways with their masters because this person was owning them where they were. You get what I'm saying? Oftentimes slaves were bought on the land. I think probably like, we probably only got stories of half of them or a quarter of them of what really happened.
Yeah.
You know, it was slaves in Spain, bro. Yeah. It was slaves in Great Britain. It was slaves everywhere. There were white slaves. Like it was legit. You know, so people be enslaving people, you know what I'm saying? Like people definitely bully people. Bullying is a thing.
Like, it's so funny to me how like, I don't know. I don't really go too far and then speak in my mind too much because people be.
But I do believe that we came from distant places. And even if it's not Africa per se, which I believe we came from Africa. I believe that, you know, I did my 23andMe. You know what I'm saying? I got some African in me.
We do.
Some Native American, not enough to get a check.
We have hella family in Africa, bro.
But we got
my grandma used to keep me hip to that. Like, yo, I still talk to my cousins in Africa.
Yeah.
You know, like her cousin came to her funeral all the way from Africa.
So
that was something that was like, damn. We have a lot in us, like, and that's one thing about our grandparents, that taught us that, like, yo, hold on to what you have, hold on to your culture, hold on to who you are.
You took the words out of my mouth.
Like,
yeah. So knowing who you are is definitely like something that matters.
Half of our family just think, probably 85% of our family, not to just air our family out like that. I love y'all to death.
Yeah.
Y'all know I don't mean no harm. I know y'all gonna see this episode.
It's all love to everybody.
85% of our family don't even know what they are.
Yeah,
They don't know what
and don't care.
Don't care.
Don't care. That's the biggest, craziest part about it, is that they don't even care. Like, and you gotta know that.
It's sad. It's because it's like, damn, why aren't we embracing our culture? Why aren't we embracing who?
We're superheroes like Marvel, and we don't even know it. And it's crazy though. Just like, I mean that. We superheroes like Marvel, bro, and Capcom. And people don't even know it. And it's because they neglect to study where they came from and what was going on before whatever happened. Like, you see how we just rambled on slavery and it took us somewhere else? You get what I'm saying? We be so worried about that. Not that we are. You get what I'm saying? But that conversation gets so much like blasted in the front of everything else.
It's so even blasphemy. It's blasphemy for everybody to even have that conversation and openly, like, I mean, it's just like nobody can have a regular conversation.
Yeah, like, like it gets bigger than everything, you know, because like, but we ain't talking about that. We talking about ancestry. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. There was something before slavery, but slavery is the biggest thing we worry about. But that's peanuts to the elephant. That's just something that happened. Everybody has tragedies. Everybody has traumas. Every race has went through it. Like, every species has went through like great traumas, even from like dinosaurs in the Ice Age or whatever. Yeah. You know, like, everybody has their traumas. Slavery is just one of ours. And we have to realize that. But there was something before slavery. And I feel like if you really tapped in, or you really want to know where you came from, you should study what happened before slavery. And that could teach you so much about who you are and why you are the way you are, and how to deal with yourself personally, like on so much of a better level. You know what I'm saying? Because there's some answers out there if you ask them.
It's a lot of answers out there.
For sure. There's some answers, man.
And I'm very proud of that we can have this conversation, because we couldn't just have this conversation with
anybody,
anybody, bro.
It'd have been a screaming match about this Bible verse.
Yeah, like, I'm so openly understanding, and like, even about other people's opinions, I'm openly understanding. Like, I'm like, yeah, you make a lot of points on that, but I'm not gonna give you my opinion, because if you ask me, I'm gonna just go all over the place. Like, I don't know. At the end of the day, I really don't know what life is. Facts. Like, we sit here every single day and we question everybody's religion. We question how people supposed
and we don't really know what's going on.
We don't know what the fuck is
going on at all.
We out here living this fucking. I was just watching The Matrix with my son the other day.
We out here living in the Matrix, for real.
And like, it really put me in the position of thinking like, damn, this is about us for real. Like, we out here really living in this motherfucking Matrix. Like, we wake up, we brush our teeth, we do this. We're just one giant program.
I've been feeling like Neo since I was in high school, though. I ain't even gonna lie.
Oh, it's a bunch of Neos.
Yeah, because
there's a bunch of Neos sitting out here.
Yeah, because I ain't going. I don't care. I ain't going. It's some people that's out here just.
How many minutes we at? Trying to stop at like 35. This is gonna be a whole episode of itself. Yeah. For sure. All right, we're gonna stop at like 35.
For sure.
36.
Yeah.
Keep it going. They're gonna cut this up, so it's gonna be cool. Nah, but yeah, I just been feeling like I'm in this Matrix, bro. Like, I don't question life, because I know what life is and how beautiful energy is, and what we have in our souls, our beings of who we are, and our.
You understand it's a blessing.
Yeah, it's a consciousness thing. But I've been in a point where it's like, what is life and what we doing? Like, we pay bills. Yeah, we live in these beautiful houses. We live this luxury life. Like, I don't care about none of this. It's getting to a point I'm backing out of this whole outside life, and I'm looking at like,
what's real?
What are we as humans? Like, I'm trying to study, what am I? Like,
what are you here for?
Like, I still don't know who I am as a walking form as I am. I walk this world in the streets every single day. I know I'm an anatomy. I know I'm a cell. I know I have skin. I know I have a brain. I know my heart is beating.
But what are you here for?
What am I here for? And that's a question that a lot of people are probably asking themselves.
And not honest with themselves. And the same every day. Because we Americanized, fam. And we believe in, you know, culture and cars and clothes and all of that stuff. But if you just study where you from and you
no
just
offense to America, 'cause I love America.
We American.
This is the #1 most consumed country. We
Yeah.
consume.
Yeah,
the
we're
most-
consumers.
We're just consumers.
Yeah, we're not a nation of thinkers. We're a nation of
I think of
consumers.
us as like the test dummies for
Yeah.
everything. Like, because all these different companies that we wear are not from here.
Because I don't know if it was Abraham
Even from
Lincoln.
the clothes, even from the material that we get, is not from America.
I don't think it was Abraham Lincoln who said it. It may be him. Don't quote me. But he said, I don't want a nation of thinkers. I want a nation of workers. Which is why our school system is like it is. Which is why it's so hard to achieve anything. You know, and if you do get it, you're that 1 percentile. You know what I'm saying?
I know we spilling a lot of beans right now.
Are we?
It's
Yeah.
the life we chose.
Am I allowed to?
I don't give a fuck.
I'm living like that. I'm saying 5 fingers anywhere on any situation. So it don't matter.
Slap.
It don't matter because I'm definitely going.
It's just, like, this conversation has been.
Yeah, I know people don't say it.
I've been waiting for this conversation to come out of me because I really don't really talk about these things.
Yeah,
like,
people don't say it.
I really don't, like, I never really talk about religion. I don't talk about politics. I don't talk about what people got going on in the blogs.
Yeah. Some of the biggest artists though are in tune with their ancestry and they know what's going on. Like some of the hugest artists, and I won't name no names, but I know the background on some of them because like, my family is like one of the biggest
But why
houses.
is the world not teaching us this? That we can tap into this level of consciousness that it's probably gonna go over certain people's heads, but certain people know they're tapped in. Yeah, I know I'm sitting here drinking liquor. I'm not supposed to be drinking this liquor.
Hey, bro,
Like,
even white people practice E5.
Like, I like, huh?
Even white people practice E5. On my soul.
Damn, he said that out loud.
Yo, it's crazy.
That nigga said that.
It's crazy, bro. They knew when they found us where they found us at. Wasn't nothing wrong with what we was doing. Everything we was doing was like great in every retrospect, like, you know what I'm saying? And people knew that, and that's why they grabbed us. The harness was going on. You know what I'm saying? And it's okay. Here we are. Here's America, a couple hundred years later, and we great, and we sitting here on studio space, and it's me and it's Tyler Yahweh the Great. You know what I'm saying? So
honestly, it's
we just being aware.
It's aware. It's
awareness. Yeah. Sense of awareness, man.
I keep the thoughts to my head. I don't go out here. I'm not bashing nobody. I know I'm sitting out here. Hey, Joe Rogan can sit out here and talk about this shit all day about everything,
Yeah.
It's
and we
just
love everybody, bro, because I'm so culturally mixed. I'm white, black, purple, green, orange, every
that.
island. Yeah, I'm everything.
Island,
So like
we got so many mixes. Like our hairs are curly.
Yeah. I have to love every race because I'm made from them.
And I don't. We all bleed the same blood. We all look the same in my eyes.
I believe in God, bro.
You know what it is? What people don't realize, like the whole thing is like we were closer to the sun, and some people was closer not to the sun. Bro, I have the craziest our family. Our family, bro. Yeah. Our family. We have more blue eyes in our family than anything.
Big facts.
Big facts. It's crazy.
And like super pale skin, like non-pigmented people, like everybody, bro. Like my grandma Odessa, like was super, like my great grandmother. She was like super, super pale, bro. And she was an Indian. She's Native American, and that was her blood. But we got all of those people. We got everything in our family.
And this whole podcast
I've yet to
today,
not see one.
Shout out to my cousin Lladro.
Yeah, man.
Lolo.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Cartel live from the west side.
That's my bad, Lolo. I call you Lolo there, P.
Hey, look, if you know me as Lolo, just know we locked in for 4L.
Nah, today was a good conversation. We had these conversations every day. We talk all day, but it's cool to have it with your family. And today is about family. And make sure you keep your family close today. Make sure you call your family.
Check on them.
Let's
see what they got going on.
1 to 2 minutes out the day, 3 minutes out the day. 3 minutes is actually a long conversation. If you really think about it, that's all you need.
Yeah, about 2-3 minutes.
It feels like it's like a song.
Yeah, it's quick. It happens. A lot of the times we get on the phone. Well, we be on the phone for a while sometimes, but most times though, it just be a quick. Oh yeah, what they do, cuz? Oh yeah, for sure, for real. Oh, that's what's up. I got this, and this. We really checking on the productivity of each other's day to really make sure.
Have you been up?
Yeah,
Have you been on
hey,
your shit today?
did you? Okay, all right. Did you script? Are you scripting? And people script, man, script. Natasha and Tyler put me on scripting, and it works
Shout out to my
tremendously. Like it works. Like
Natasha Graziano.
if you write it down and tell yourself you can have it, it's literally coming for you.
She's gonna
So be
laugh
careful
when
what
she
you write
hears
down
that.
on paper.
Whatever he said.
Yeah, for sure.
Sorry.
For sure. Nah, I was just telling them script. I was like, if you
Hey, yeah,
write
make
down,
sure you script for real, for real. I'm high. I had a little drink, not too much. You know, a little shot didn't hurt.
I told him not to get us intoxicated before we came.
We
on,
definitely
but
not
it's okay.
intoxicated.
I got the same cup. We're definitely not intoxicated. I be faking on my drinks, y'all.
Yeah, man.
If you know Dro, you know he bought a bottle for the entourage.
You know he brought the dro.
Oh yeah, you know.
Nah, but what we were saying, keep your family close. Say what's up to your loved ones. Make sure you hug your loved ones today. Give some thanks. Speak your 5 affirmations today, what you're proud and you're grateful of. And just show love to the world. This is the life you chose, and we love y'all.
Yeah. Know it's the life you chose.
Good podcast?
It was awesome.
Yeah.